Hey guys, it's already Friday and I haven't recorded anything, so this is probably going to be like a one and done video, just for some sort of update. I don't even remember how I ended it last week. I think I ended it after Steven had come home after having his surgery, but he's had nothing but issues with that damn stent that they put in, and he just left to go to the appointment to get it taken out, but like it was hurting him at first to even pee because he could like feel it in his kidney every time he tried to pee. And then a couple nights ago, because the way that it was, or the way that they have it set up, I don't know if they do it the same way in women as they do for men, but they had two black strings, almost like fishing line is the best way I can describe it, or like, maybe it's kind of similar to the stuff they use for stitches, I don't know, but it was two black like threads sticking out the end of the I'm trying to use like medical terms to not be gross, like the urethra. So the two strings were on the outside of him, and it was kind of like looped and taped around his wiener. I'm trying to just be as blunt as possible without being gross. But then the tape came off, and the night before last, he noticed that there was only one string sticking out. The other one had gone up inside him. So he had a fit about that, and he called them at like midnight when it happened, because we've learned through this that there is an on-call nurse all the time at the urologist's office, which is good. And she said it should be fine as long as there's a piece of string there still, they won't have an issue with it. So then this was the night before last, which was Wednesday night. So last night, Thursday night, we were watching or about to watch a movie, and he just like felt down there, and he looked in his pants and he was like, oh no. The whole string had pulled itself out, and the stent was not on the end of the string. So then he's freaking out because he's like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to have another surgery. How are they gonna get it out now? The string is gone. He felt a lot better after that, because the string being half up inside him was annoying him, and he said it felt like something was stabbing him from the inside. So once that happened last night, he felt a lot more comfortable, but he had to call them again last night. And she was kind of like, oh, I'll leave a message for the doctor and stuff so they know what's going on. He called them again this morning because he wanted to know what this was gonna entail, because if he had to be put to sleep again or go to the hospital for something, I wanted to make sure that I brought him this time so that we didn't have to get my uncle to come pick me up and bring me to the hospital because he drove himself there again. So they said no, he should be fine and he's not going to have to be put under for anything. There's a cat hair floating through the air. It's just been this big ordeal, and I'm so glad that it's going to be coming out. But he's like super nervous. He just left maybe 5-10 minutes ago to go get this done. I haven't like filmed him this whole time because I don't want to be in his face with the camera when he's like not feeling the greatest and stuff. So I know it was kind of weird that I'm just talking about it and he hasn't been in my videos, but look at Raggy.
This summer
wants to make sure Dad feels better.
With a great deal on your favorite Hyundai models. All backed by America's best warranty, plus 3 years or 36,000 miles of complimentary maintenance.
He looks like
Add
he's
more joy
asleep.
to your journey. Hurry in to the Hyundai Getaway sales event. Get in and get away now. Lease an all-wheel drive
so
Tucson for $229 a month, or get 1.99% APR, or up to $12.50 bonus cash. Hurry in. With Schwab investing themes, it's easy to invest in ideas you believe in. Spot a trend in electric vehicles?
So I think because I didn't have anything except for like one little clip recorded from last week, I'm just going to make it a 2-week vlog again. Just because it hasn't been too interesting. Like, the whole last week was spent taking care of Steven, and he went back to work today, so far so good. I talked to him on his lunch break, and he said he feels so much better than he did the past couple months, because he was just having issues peeing, all issues that had to do with that damn kidney stone, and it was making being at work even more miserable. So it's actually pretty cool out today, although it was like pouring most of the morning. The sun is coming out now, so I'm hoping that's not going to make it super humid. It just gets so gross out when it gets humid like that. And my birthday is Wednesday, so my birthday wish is I don't want it to be super hot that day, but I think it's supposed to be. I think my grandma said her and my uncle are gonna come over, but I don't know if she means on my birthday or this weekend, so I have to figure that out. I'll ask her tonight. I'm just getting work stuff done. I spent the morning cleaning the downstairs closet, the one that's near the bathroom, because that's where I normally have, well, I still do have the main vacuum, because we have our big shark vacuum, and then we have that stick vacuum, which is also a shark that I got from Influencer. And I've been using that one way more, the stick one, because it's just so easy and lightweight. The other one is kind of heavy to lug around, so we take that one out every once in a while to do like a really good vacuuming, but that stick one is super strong, so I've just been using that one because it's so much easier to use, and it's easy to bring it up here because it's so lightweight, so I've been loving that. That's the best thing Influencer has ever sent me. So I was keeping the big shark vacuum, the little handheld like spot cleaner, the carpet shampooer thing, the Bissell, and then the big Bissell green machine in that closet. And there's just so much wasted space in there because like the vacuums only come up so high, and then there's all this wasted space. Like I gotta add shelves in there or something, and then there is a shelf on the top, and that's where I keep all our blankets folded up for like the couch and stuff. Just throw blankets. And I took everything out of there today because it was just Steven piles crap in there. Like he'll come home and take his work shorts off if he's not throwing them in the laundry, because sometimes he'll wear them 2 days in a row. He'll throw them in the closet. Like socks get thrown in the closet. He's just the worst for not putting things in the laundry basket. So there was just stuff all over the closet, so it's super duper neat now. I went in the basement and got out one of those, like, you know, the plastic Rubbermaid drawers? We had a bunch of those when we moved here that I ended up just switching over to, like, nicer looking furniture. But I kept them in case I needed them for anything, and now the big one that I had is gonna go good in that closet. Just for like all the little catch-all stuff. We had just so much random things in there. Like I had lint rollers and like boxes from Scentsy warmers and stuff. There was just so much crap in there, and now it's all organized. So I spent the morning doing that, taking everything out of there, reorganizing it. The blankets are all nicely folded now. I don't know how long that's gonna last because we tend to take them out at night if we need them. Like if we have the air conditioner blasting, it's nice to have a blanket, and then we gotta throw them back in the closet, because if you just leave a blanket on the couch, Floki will pee on it. I don't know what is up with him in that, but like we can't leave anything on the couch anymore, which pisses me off because I have to throw my couch pillows in the closet every night so that he doesn't pee on them. But anyway, I did all that. I got rid of the third litter box because like they're not using that round Buddha dome one anymore. So I cleaned it all out, like sanitized the inside of it, and just put it in the basement for now because I want to see how they do with just the 2 litter boxes, because I have a feeling that they just use those 2 anyway, the ones that are in that litter box furniture thing that I showed you guys. So it'll make my life easier to just have to clean 2 instead of 3. Which I don't really have to clean 3 ever anyway because they haven't been using that 3rd one. So I'm just hoping it doesn't cause some other problem where Floki's gonna start spraying everywhere again. If it does, I'll just have to bring the 3rd one back up here, but They didn't like having it when I had one upstairs and then the other one's downstairs. They like want them all on the same level of the house, I guess. That's what I'm deciphering anyway, because I've tried every which way, and it seems to work best when they have their litter boxes on the same level of the house. So there's none up here anymore. They haven't been coming up here anyway. They've never been allowed in this room because I can't have cat hair or anything in this room, so it's kind of like off limits. But since we put that door up in the hallway when we installed the air conditioner up here for the summer, they haven't come up here anyway because we keep that door shut. So they've pretty much only been downstairs. Sometimes Ragnar likes to sleep at the top of the stairs, but that's no biggie because he can't get in here. So it's just been a lot of trial and error with litter boxes, but I'm gonna try this and see how it works with having the, what do you call it? Having that one gone, because I'm just gonna leave it in the basement for a little while. It's huge, so it's like it's not gonna fit in our trash can very easily. Our trash bin, like the rolling bin, so. I also forgot to tell you, because I think when I ended it the other day, it was when Steven was at the doctor getting the stent taken out. That went well, and like I said, they told him he could either schedule a surgery to have it taken out, which I don't know what, I guess some people would just rather be knocked out for it, but the way they had to, he said he just wanted to get it done then and there, so that's why the doctor had to come in and do it, because I guess the nurse wasn't capable of doing it because he lost the string, so she couldn't just pull the string and pull it out. So the doctor had to, he said it was like the most degrading, embarrassing thing that he's ever been through, and I'm like, once you've had a kid, and all those people's hands and eyes have been up there and looking at your nether regions, you're just desensitized to it. It's because like that stuff doesn't bother me anymore. But he hasn't ever had anything that's like, other than when he had to have the ultrasound on his testicles, because when he got diagnosed with that varicocele thing, I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's how I say it. This was like the only time that he's had to have that stuff done. So he said they put like a numbing gel on the outside, and then they like squirted, is it lidocaine or Novocaine? Probably lidocaine, because I don't know. I don't know if they use Novocaine in anywhere other than your mouth, but whatever. And then he had to go up with like a catheter that had like grabby things on the end and just pull it, the end that was in his bladder, pull it out. But he said it was so uncomfortable. I was like, I assume it was, but if that ever happens again, don't take the damn tape off. Oh man. He just can never leave anything alone. So I was like, you did that to yourself because you took the damn tape off when the tape was what was holding the string in place. So obviously you moving around, and like every time you got up to walk, you jostled it. So that's why you ended up having so many issues with that string. But it's out. The thing is way bigger than what I thought it was. It's like this long, which I guess makes sense because it has to go from your kidney to your bladder. But it's like this neon green, because the doctor let him keep it, so he brought it home to show me. It's just like, it's so thin and like almost like a needle hole. It's so tiny. It's like, how does that help everything filter out? And it doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, it's out. He feels much better. He's not having issues peeing. And you know what a real plus is? He hasn't been waking up as much in the night to go pee, because like that damn kidney stone was blocking everything. So like he would just get up and do like little squirts of pee so many multiple times a night. That's why he feels so much better now. He can sleep through the night. He doesn't have to get up a bunch of times to pee. I used to never get up in the middle of the night to pee. Like, I could sleep all through the night, like a straight 8-9 hours, and friggin' never have to get up. But now I usually get up at least once to go. I just, like, can't hold it anymore after having Aiden. But it is Tuesday, and I would say I slept late this morning, but it was kind of like on and off sleep. And I am getting so sick of my hair already. I think I'm just gonna go back to dark, because now it just looks like, because it's growing out, it just looks like these stringy little wisps of yellow. I don't like it that much. It's not wet at all right now. I used, I don't know if I put it in my last favorites video or not. I'm due to do another one soon, but I got this hair gel that I've been using that, like, I couldn't get the hang of it at first because I wasn't using it correctly, I guess. It's supposed to be, like, specifically for curly hair and frizz and stuff, and I was just using it like I would normally use hair gel, and you apparently have to use it when your hair is sopping wet, so, like, you can't even towel dry your hair when you get out of the shower, which kind of drives me nuts because I can't stand when my shirt gets soaking wet from my hair just sitting on it. It's very uncomfortable. Even when it's hot out, it's very uncomfortable to have a soaking wet t-shirt. So I did it that way last night, and it came out, like, super the curly way that I want it without, well, it's not frizzy yet, we'll see, because it's super humid today, but, like, it kept my curls and stuff without them getting all icky, and they're not crunchy or crispy at all. It just feels like soft hair, but it's still got, like, that wet look to it, and kind of, like, weight it down a little bit, which is what I like. I don't like it when it's, like, huge poofy curls, because I have so much thick hair. I would rather the product weigh it down a little bit. Like, it's weighing it down without feeling greasy, or a lot of stuff that weighs your hair down can make it really, like, you just feel that residue on your hands, and I don't feel that at all, despite the fact that I used a lot of it, because I wanted to make sure it wasn't going to be all frizzy. I feel like I kind of missed the back of my head a little bit, but it's very, like, almost a watery consistency, so you feel like you're using a lot, but it's not as much as you think because it's so thin. But yeah, see, I missed a little bit here too, but it's good. It's a hair gel with a learning curve, apparently, because I wasn't using it right at first. Like, I thought it was working good, and then once it started getting more and more humid out, it was like, this isn't doing anything because it's getting all frizzy on the sides. But for now, so far so good with the battling the frizz. The real test will be if I went outside and did something outside for a little while, but it's too hot. I'm not an outdoor person to begin with, but especially in the summertime. So I woke up with a headache today, which is my telltale sign that my period's about to come. My app says it's supposed to start today. I have the period tracker on it's built into the Fitbit app, and I have something called Flow, and they're both usually always pretty on point. So of course, I'm predicted to get it today, and my birthday's tomorrow. As if I wasn't upset enough about turning 40 to get my period at the same time. But I took a Midol extra strength or maximum or whatever the hell it is, because those have really been helping headaches and stuff lately. Especially because they're like hormonal headaches that always come around my period. But last month I didn't have any, so I was using Excedrin migraine, and if I only take one of those, it seems to help. If I take, sometimes I'll take two if it's a really bad headache that won't go away, and then I get the jittery because of the caffeine. But there's caffeine in the Midol too, but it's not as much, so I just took one of those, but I think I'm going to end up having to take two because the headache is not going away yet. I do also need to eat lunch too. I had a blueberry muffin this morning, but I just feel better with something more in my belly when I wake up and take pills like that. I made homemade blueberry muffins because last week Aiden for some reason wanted blueberries, and then he decided they were gross and he didn't want to eat them, which I don't really blame him because they were very, like, they didn't have any flavor to them at all. So they taste a lot better in the homemade blueberry muffins. So I made a batch of those yesterday. No, I made them on Sunday so that Steven would have them for the week to take to work, and they're already almost gone. The recipe I had only made, it was supposed to make 10 to 12 small ones or 8 big ones, which of course I make the big ones because I like when they have the big muffin top on top of them. But they're already almost gone because Steven's been eating them. Like he'll take one in the morning or eat it here before he leaves for work, and I always put one in his lunchbox too so that he can have one like when he gets to work, because he usually gets there a little bit early. Because of where we live, sometimes you have to fight traffic in the morning. Friggin' city. So he leaves earlier than he needs to, and then he gets to work a little too early, so he'll sit in the parking lot and have his muffin or whatever I gave him for like a breakfast thing in his lunch. And I'm trying to come up with like other lunch ideas for him, because he's very picky when it comes to like sandwich stuff, and he eats peanut butter and jelly almost every single day. And he doesn't want to eat as much peanut butter anymore because the nurse at the hospital told him that peanut butter can contribute to kidney stones pretty well too. But like, I'm not buying lunch meat right now because of the listeria outbreak. I bought turkey and salami last week, right before I heard about all this, and thankfully we hadn't eaten any yet, so I just got rid of it and got my money back from it. But he's picky when it comes to lunch meat to begin with, because he doesn't like just like it has to be from the deli, so I can't just get like the prepackaged stuff, which that's not as good anyway. It's never as good, and it's always has so much sodium and stuff in it. But he's so picky when it comes to lunch stuff. Like, he'll eat egg salad and he'll eat tuna, but I don't love making those for him this time of year, because even though I put ice packs and stuff in his lunch bag, it's sitting in the truck all day. Well, if he's not doing the truck deliveries anymore, which is good, but it's sitting in our car all day, so mayonnaise does not do good in the heat, and I don't want him to get sick from eating like warm friggin' egg salad or tuna salad, so I haven't been making that either. And I'm trying to come up with other stuff. Like, I could meal prep on Sunday and just make little what do you call it, like the Tupperware containers for the week, but I don't know what to make for him, because like I don't want to give him like pasta or something that's not going to stay hot and then he's going to eat it cold. But like he eats cold food all the time, and he drives me nuts when he does that. Like, if we get Taco Bell and we have leftover tacos and stuff, he'll take a burrito out of the fridge and just eat it cold, and I'm like, how can you do that? That's so gross. The only thing I'll do that with is like pizza. I'll eat a slice of cold pizza. But anything else, reheat it. It drives me nuts when he does that. I'm trying to get caught up on 90 Day Fiance right now, the other way one. I watched the first part of the Happily Ever After tell-all yesterday. And I like that, if anybody, I'm sure a lot of you watch it as well, but I love that they're having them all stay in like a mansion together this time, like Real World style. It just reminds me of the old school reality shows. I feel like they need to do a season, like a whole season that's like that. Just put a bunch of the 90 Day Fiance couples in a house like that and just have a whole season of it, because it's just, I don't know why I like shows like that, but I can't stand Big Brother. I have never liked that show. I tried to watch the first season when it first came out with my mom, but it was like, who wants to watch this? It's just, that one was very boring to me for some reason, because it's like they're just sitting around talking or fighting all the time. It wasn't like what other shows like that did I like to watch? Like Rock of Love and like all the game show type ones like that. I guess Big Brother's a game show too, because doesn't somebody win money at the end of it? I don't know, but I just liked ones where they were actually doing stuff. I liked The Real World when it first came out, but I stopped watching that after a while too, because it got boring after a while as they went from season to season. But like I used to like Road Rules. Even that wasn't really. They were in a house together. They were traveling around. What else? But like all the game show ones: Flavor of Love, Rock of Love, Daisy of Love. The Real Chance at Love, all those spin-offs from all those people that had dating shows. I loved those. So, yeah, I think they need to do a 90 Day Fiancé season like that, because that would be super entertaining. Some of the people I really can't stand, though, like this season of Happily Ever After was kind of annoying, because, like, I can't stand Rob and Sophie. Oh, now Steven's calling and I'm gonna totally forget what I was talking about. Okay, so I got off to talk to Steven and I made my lunch and I got my period. So it was right on time this month. I'm just hoping I don't feel like absolute shit tomorrow on my birthday, because I'm already not happy about it. But I actually remembered where I left off when I was talking when he started calling me. So yeah, I couldn't stand Rob and Sophie on the first season they were on, which I think they were just on regular 90 Day Fiancé before this, and now they were on Happily Ever After. Every episode with them, their storyline, whatever you want to call it, was exactly the same. All they did was argue, and she'd run away, and then want him to come back, argue again, run away, want him to come back. It was so repetitive. I got so sick of them.
I drank the full bottle of water.
You drank the whole bottle of water?
Great job.
You can get another one if you want. Or not, he just said. Yeah, they were very annoying. I don't know why they put them on another season. And then it looked like they broke up at the end of this Happily Ever After, but they came to the tell-all together, and then like on social media and stuff, they're clearly still together. So I don't understand that. I don't know how you can stay together when all you do is fight and argue like that. It's very annoying. And then same thing with Ashley and Manuel. I couldn't believe they brought them on another season. Same thing. They friggin' all they do is fight, and then they have sex and think that that's gonna solve everything. And then 5 minutes later, they're fighting again over something else. I will say with them though, at least Ashley learned, like, she knows how to speak Spanish so they can communicate, because he doesn't speak English. I can't stand when couples are on here and they have to use a translator in order to communicate with each other. Like, one of you learn the other language so that you can actually talk to each other, because a relationship is never going to work out that way when you have to talk into a device in order to understand the person. Who else was on it? I mean, Angela and Michael have been on for years and years. At least they're entertaining. I know so many people hate her, but they're entertaining to have them on there. I don't know how they're still together, but who else? It was a very, like, the season was entertaining enough, but there was too many people. There's usually like one couple I really dislike per season, but this time there was several. And then the Other Way just started again, and there's not that many people that have already been on it. I think the only two are Shekinah and what's his face, the guy that looks like Robbie Rotten from what was the name of that cartoon? That's all I can think of when I look at him, is Robbie Rotten. What was the name of that? It wasn't even a cartoon, it was like live action and puppetry. Something Town. Lazy Town. He looks like Robbie Rotten from Lazy Town. He looks like he has the plastic hair, and both of them are just so overly plastic surgeried that they just both look so fake. They're them, and then why can't I think of her name now? over here, like, giving rundowns on friggin' 90 Day Fiancé. Wait, just googling this to find her. They are gonna do a house spin-off? Look at that, I was just talking about that and I didn't even know that. 90 Day Fiancé, brand new house spin-off, could feature surprising fan favorite cast members. Holy shit. See that? I predicted it before it even happened. But yeah, Statler and Dempsey were the other returning couple. And Statler is one of my favorite people that's ever been on 90 Day Fiancé because, like, I feel like she's so much like me that we would be friends if we knew each other in real life. She's super awkward and, like, she cracks me up. But, like, I follow her on social media and I don't think that her and Dempsey are together anymore because, Dempsey turned out to be a super asshole, apparently. Was just kind of using her so that she could get money and stuff. But yeah, Statler is one of my favorite people that has been on this series so far. Listen, my kitties are like the best behaved boys, but this catnip, I don't know if it's all catnip, because this is the only kind I've ever bought for them. The Meowawana one, they just turn into scratchy little boys. As soon as I put some down, they try to claw my hand. I just had to break them up because they were clawing at each other, and they never do that. It's like turning them into friggin' feral beasts. I don't know if I like this stuff, guys. They're kind of calmed down now. I should have grabbed the phone when I first put some down, but you're not getting any more right now because I don't like the way you act when you're on this stuff. Floki's like, where is it? I need more. It usually affects Ragnar more because he immediately starts and Floki kind of just eats it, but this time Floki was all rolling in it and everything, so I guess when they're both affected by it, they just start freaking out. And there's like none even left on the floor, and I put 2 little piles. There's a little bit over there, but he's eating it. And Ragnar's got it all in his fur, and he's just like zoned out. Raggy, did you like that stuff? Oh my goodness. It is my birthday. I'm 40 years old and I'm not happy about it right now. Why is this look so foggy? Hold on. I found this shirt in my closet. I forgot I bought it last year. I think it was last year.
It doesn't hurt.
You okay?
Yeah.
I'll tell you about that in a minute, but I forgot that I got this one and one with little pumpkins all over it from Old Navy last year. They were like in the back of the closet. Totally forgot about it. They're nice and soft. I really like Old Navy's clothes, but I don't shop from there enough. I always tend to get stuff from Kohl's, but it has cat hair all over it. Anyway, I kind of just want to talk about this to maybe get some, if any of you have dealt with this with kids, particularly boys, because I'm not sure if this is a boy thing or what. I've been having an issue with Aiden and peeing lately, and what I mean by that is, like, the other day, did I tell you about I don't think I told you about the water bottle. He has a big, like 40-ounce cup like I have, and like I usually take it off his desk at night to go clean it out and stuff, but his is white, and I noticed that there was like, what he would have had in it was either water or juice, and it was just like a clear yellow, like only the tiniest bit at the bottom. And I was like, what is this? Because we don't have lemonade in the house. And I smelled it and it was pee. So I'm like, did you pee in your cup? And he didn't want to admit to it at first, and then he told me yes he did, and then he poured it in the toilet because he thought it was funny. So there was that issue. And then the other day, I came up here and like his room smelled like pee, like warm pee, not pee that's been dried and then like smells like urine. Sorry if this is gross. I'm just trying to like get somebody else's feedback to know that I'm not the only one dealing with this or that has dealt with this. And then I realized I pulled back his comforter, and there was a big pee spot, like he was standing up and peed on, like pulled away the comforter, peed on the bed, and then tried to cover it with the comforter. So again, like his communication isn't that great, and I was trying to get out of him, why did you do that? And he didn't really give me a straight answer. So then last night, at like midnight, it was almost midnight, I came up here and I heard him still like fussing around in there, and I went in there and it smelled like pee again. This time he had peed himself and the bed, like it was all over his shorts. He was soaking wet. It was on his pillow. His bed needed to be changed. I had to get him in the shower. Everything I look up says, like, he's about to be 12 years old, and it says if a kid starts doing that at like 12, 13, it's probably hormones and puberty. And I'm like, great, but I don't want to deal with this. Like, I don't want this to be an every night thing or like a constant thing for the near future. So I don't know what to do about it, but he's going for his checkup soon, so I'm gonna mention it to his doctor. I'm gonna try to limit his like water intake after a certain time, because that's what you usually do when a kid wets the bed, and he tends to like chug a full bottle of water before bed all the time, so I don't want him doing that anymore. And like I don't know, everything I was looking up, it's not necessarily an autistic thing, it's just like it can be a hormonal thing. And it says like stress can cause it and things like that, but I wouldn't think it would be stress, because there's nothing stressing him out right now that I know of. I don't know. It's just, it's one of those things you gotta figure out about having kids, I guess. Admittedly, he has been a very easy child so far with most things. Like, once he was potty trained, he never once wet the bed. That's why this is like such a mystery to me, like what is going on. But yeah, that was a fun night, having to rip everything off the bed while he was taking a shower and throw it in the washing machine. Thankfully, he has like 4 or 5 sets of sheets for his bed, so had clean sheets, had another blanket ready. Everything was good to go. All the stuff is in the wash now, except for his one of his Squishmallows also had pee on it, and I don't know how to wash those things, because everything is saying like, if you're gonna put it in the washing machine, do a super gentle cycle. But my washing machine is like half broken, like I've told you guys so many times, so it only has like 1 cycle that works. So I can't use the gentle cycle, so I'm gonna try to it's just like a surface thing. He didn't pee on that and have it all soak in. I'm trying to be quiet because he's kind of like embarrassed about it too. So I'm gonna try to just do like the surface cleaning and see if I can get the smell out that way. Like, it wasn't soaked, it was just sitting on top of the pee that was on the bed, so it's got that scent to it, you know. But what a night. That was a good way to ring in 40 years old here. We've been having this issue with Aiden's Social Security. The only reason I ever signed him up for that was because when he got diagnosed with autism, the caseworker that was working with us, she said that it's a good idea to get him signed up for it so that he's in the system and everything, because when he turns 18, if he can't work, then he's already in the system and stuff and can get his Social Security and everything. But that was never like a thought in my mind, like, hey, he's got a disability, so sign him up for this. for this reason, for the crap that we're going through right now. It's a pain in the ass, and like anybody who is on Social Security, it's such a pain in the ass. They do like a redetermination every year, so they'll call you and they ask for all your information again. The problem with them is they never process shit that you send in. You can't do hardly anything on their website, which is very inconvenient. So like when Steven was going through that period where he was doing all the temp jobs, we would have to send in like the first pay stub every time he switched a job so that they could update the job that he had as like the current job. And somebody fucked so much stuff up, and we kept getting things in the mail saying that we owe almost $7,000 to them because they overpaid us. And I'm like, how is this possible? We go over all the paperwork and stuff every time they send us something to figure out, okay, what is this now? What's this? And it's just been a headache. And he had a phone meeting scheduled today for 10 o'clock, which obviously he had to take it at work because he couldn't miss another day of work right now. So, and this again was all someone's fault there for screwing up and not putting something in right. Like, I get that COVID screwed up a lot of stuff and a lot of things were like delayed and just information wasn't getting put in correctly, but apparently they had it as he had 2 jobs at the same time, that he was working 2 jobs at the same time, because they never, he started this current job back in December, so I sent in his first pay stub to get it updated with them, because you have to do that every time something like this happens. And I just got a paper in the mail at the beginning of July that said, we have received your change of job, whatever it said, information, and have processed it. So now his current job is in the system. In July, when I sent it in December. So they had him working at 2 different jobs. 2 different of his previous jobs. And so now all that is screwed up. So now somebody has to go through and recalculate everything. They also, because I'm self-employed, I don't have like a set amount that I get paid every week, and some weeks it's nothing. So they were going by the previous year's taxes, and I made a lot less last year than I did the year before. So that's all screwed up. It's a big freaking nightmare right now. Not really a nightmare because they've figured out what's going on, but like, we're not trying to screw you guys or like friggin' screw the system. Somebody on their end keeps not putting in the stuff correctly or not putting it in at all, and then it comes back on us like, oh, you owe all this money now. No, we don't, because you guys are screwing up. Just something I don't want to deal with right now, and thankfully it's Steven's name on everything, because when we signed up for it, he had to be like the main, what do they call it, the Aiden's representative, because he was the one working at the time. I didn't have a job at the time when we first signed up for this, when we first signed Aiden up for it. So I'm just like the secondary, but they still need my income. And because I don't have a set weekly income, because I don't have a regular job, I'm self-employed, they have to estimate it, and their estimates are not always right. So then it comes back with like, oh, we didn't pay you enough, or we paid you too much, and blah blah blah. It's just, I almost wish we had never signed him up for it yet. Like, we should have waited till he was 17 or something, because it's a headache. It is a headache. But anyway, I feel better now after talking to Steven, having him tell me that, oh yeah, they had a bunch of information wrong, more than what we thought when we were going over all the paperwork last night. He made me wait until last night to go over it with him, because he's like, I need to have it fresh in my brain when I talk to her so that I know all the things I can bring up. Hi, bud. Look at his t-shirt.
He has Wicked Uncle for shopping now.
Wicked Uncle, yeah, that's some kind of toy place, I think.
You can see your build-it up phone.
This was only $5 from Walmart. It's like a little tarot card, and it says the kickflip, and it's got a skeleton. Isn't it cute? Anyway, I'm gonna go because my uncle's supposed to be coming over. My grandma was gonna come too, but she, it's gonna be thunderstorms outside today. And she's like, I don't want to slip and fall and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. But I have her, I got her one of those Miyoki cups like I have, but I got it in her favorite color, like the turquoise color. I had bought it for her birthday and it didn't come in time because I got it off the TikTok shop and I guess that came from China. So I didn't realize it was going to take so long to get it, but it finally came, so I want to give that to her. So my uncle stayed longer than I thought he was going to, and I haven't gotten much done today, but my grandma got me Bath & Body Works gift card so I can get some of the Halloween stuff, and my uncle gave me an Amazon one, which will come in handy because I use Amazon constantly. And then she also got me a set of they're called Lock and Lock food containers because she got me bowls from them for Christmas one year, and I love those bowls. They just have these lids that lock on them really nicely. They're good for leftovers, and like if you tip it over or it doesn't leak or spill or anything. So she got me a set of 6 like smaller ones that they're not bowls, but I guess they technically are bowls. They're just not big round ones like the ones she got me before. Well, it is pouring out right now. It's like a massive downpour with the sun half out, so you know this is going to be like a 5-minute thing and then the sun's going to come out and it's going to be super humid. It already is super humid today. But yeah, they'll be good to put like in Steven's lunch bag, and once I figure out what I'm going to make him for lunches, because I don't know what to send him to work with anymore. He doesn't want peanut butter and jelly every day, even though he could eat that every day of his life. Once the doctor said that, or the nurse told him that peanut butter is not good for kidney stones, he doesn't want to eat it constantly like he usually does. Peanut butter is like his favorite thing in the world. Reese's peanut butter cups is his favorite candy. Just peanut butter everything. So that's gonna be hard for him to get used to. I'm not a big peanut butter person. I like Reese's peanut butter cups and stuff like that, but I don't like just straight up peanut butter on stuff. My grandma's obsessed with peanut butter too. Pretty much everyone in my life loves peanut butter. Aiden loves peanut butter, but I have never been big on peanut butter. I don't know why. Chocolate, yes, I'm a huge chocolate sweet tooth person, but peanut butter, not so much. It is Friday, so I'm gonna make sure I end this and edit it so that I can actually have a video up this week. I might actually just upload it right after I'm done editing, so this won't go up on Monday, it'll go up sooner. I don't know. I don't like having a set day to upload a vlog because I haven't been sticking to it lately, because I either haven't had enough stuff recorded or I don't get to edit it in time to get it uploaded on Mondays, so I don't know. And then I'm just in a rut for what to film other than vlog videos for this channel. Like I said, I want to start doing some more food stuff and recipes. I think I'm going to go in that direction because I just haven't been buying makeup like I used to, and like I haven't even had the interest in watching makeup content on YouTube, and I think a lot of people are in that same boat. I'm still into makeup. I don't wear it every single day like I used to anymore. Obviously I make makeup, so I'm around it every day, but I just, like, I don't have I'm not constantly buying palettes and stuff anymore to swatch and have content in that area to upload, so I'm like, what do I put on my channel? Anyway, I don't know. It's super hot today. Like, yesterday was really hot, but the sun wasn't out all day, so with the sun not beating on the house all day, it wasn't too hot in the house. Like, I didn't have to turn the downstairs air conditioning on until almost around when Steven came home yesterday. But today, the sun is blaring out there, and it's just as hot as it was yesterday, so in here, oh, do I have ickies all here? I just like went to rub my eye and it's all dry over here. Like I was tearing in my sleep or something. yeah, I've explained before how this room gets really hot even with the air conditioning on up here, so I think what might help it is if I get the what do you call it, like the total blackout shades in here. The curtains, I mean. This is the only room that doesn't have blackout curtains, and I think that's another reason why it gets so hot in here, because I have the curtains that I have, and they're very see-through, which I don't really mind in here because I'm not usually in here at night with the lights on, so no one can see in here. I'm usually like done for the day around 8 o'clock, so. But I might get maybe the liners, like the blackout liners, so that I can still have these curtains but have the blackout stuff to try and help the heat, because they help in the wintertime keep the cold out too. Even though we have brand new windows, it's still like, it feels like you can never get away from the chill and stuff in the wintertime. Oh, hiccups. Trying to see what I need to catch up on YouTube, because there's stuff I haven't been watching in my YouTube feed and everything. I don't know, what the hell is this? There's some stuff that pops up and I'm like, why am I subscribed to this? Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go edit this now while I have a little bit of time to do so. My pigments finally came yesterday, the ones that were stuck in customs. I got a thing in an email in the morning saying that it had been resolved and they were released or whatever. No, I didn't get it yesterday morning. I got it Wednesday night, like late Wednesday night, and then it was out for delivery Wednesday morning. So they came yesterday. I got them made, so today I have to press them, and this weekend I'll work on getting all those orders packed. But I just have to finish my Etsy ones and get the stuff out that needs to go out tomorrow, and then I should be in a good position to do the second half of the sale and then not be as stressed. I do have to get my Halloween boxes up for pre-order, so that's going to be the next thing that needs to go up, but I will talk to you guys next week.